Hey there everybody, redxparasite here, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon XD. In the last episode, we discovered that we couldn't decipher the data ROM back at the Pokemon HQ lab, so we got sent here to Pyrite to find Net at ONBS in order to decipher it. So we are just kind of exploring the town here before we head to the ONBS building. So I'm just going to continue doing that. I've never seen a wild Pokemon before. I can't wait to get my eyes on one. Alright, it appears we actually have a news broadcast that we can watch. Whenever the screen is kind of green and ONBS like that, we can watch the news. So we bring you ONBS News. This is a story on the man who works inside Pyrite's landmark, the town's giant windmill. The man is familiar to all with his slogan, 35 long years of cranking gears. However, there have been rumors in some quarters that perhaps his claim of 35 years is hugely exaggerated, and that the real figure is 5 years. Asking the man himself proved fruitless since he refused to say anything other than 35 long years of cranking gears. While the truth is shrouded in mystery, ONBS pledges to determinedly follow up on this story. So we will talk to that guy soon. Don't you worry. So what are you working on, Mr. Guy? Duke's the leader of Pyrite. He also operates the Coliseum here. But lately, I hear he's letting his right-hand man, Silva, run things. After all, Duke's committed to his quest to find wild Pokemon. We're expecting big things from him, too. So yeah, we'll run into him eventually. I don't know if it'll happen in this visit to Pyrite or not, but it will eventually, so we will get there at one point. Oh, wait, you came from another town, didn't you? On the way here... Oops, sorry. Did you happen to spot any wild Pokemon? I've never seen any in the wild. You know how the environment around these parts was too caustic for Pokemon to survive? There have been Pokemon in desert environments before. I mean, heck, check Route 111 in the Hoenn region. There are Pokemon there, but recently people have been saying there are wild Pokemon out and about. Oot and boot. Sorry, Canadians. But I feel like caustic regions are not a good excuse as to why Pokemon would be in an area. Alright, I'm Silva, the operating manager of Pyrite Coliseum. Well, I'm the manager in title only. I'm just filling in. Duking, the town's leader, discovered a place where wild Pokemon gather. Ever since then, he's been engrossed in searching for wild Pokemon. In the meantime, he left me in charge of the Coliseum. If you want a battle, you should go straight to the Coliseum registration desk and apply. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do as far as challenging the Coliseums, because there are a number of them in this game that you can do. They are not required. Of course, I think you will get experience from them, so it usually is in your best interest. Do them. What I might do is I might do them off screen. So she makes Snacks that Pokemon can't resist. Duking asked me to make them. Alright. But yeah, I might do them off screen for experience. I haven't quite decided on that. Once I decide, I'll be sure to let you guys know. Let's see. Those two just ran off. Oh, that just ran off. They're named Trudley and Folly. They once belonged to Cypher, but just as mere grunts. Back in those days, they wreaked havoc as if they owned the place. But I caught up with them and put them straight. I cut quite the dashing figure, don't I? It's my job to uphold the peace of Pyrite. Pow! So here we have a shop. Or, if the H continues to fall off, then, the SOP. What should I buy today? Okay. Well, I don't really care. So if someone were to say, I'll give you 10 Poke Pulls for free, would you take them? No. Alright, I must be a total nincompoop for accepting these useless red and white sticks. Okay. That's interesting. He's lazy, so he uses full heal for everything. Okay. So, we actually have some interesting things here. We can get some super potions. We already have 9 of them, which I'm a little surprised about. But now we have 10, so yay. We only have 2 full heals. I'll go up to 3 on those. And I want to get at least 3 revives. They're pretty expensive, and you usually don't need too many of them. We probably will pick up some more along the way as well, but the other stuff here are your typical X stat increasing ailments. That's the exact opposite of what they are. They are medicines, or whatever you want to call them. But yeah, I'm not going to buy those. I will probably never buy those ever, because they're not worthless. But again, at least in a we have a battle. At least in single player, they're really not worth it. You may as well just attack. I mean, unless you're really disadvantaged or something. But if that's the case, then you can either grind or try to get better moves or something. But looks like we have a Magnemite and a Spoink. Yeah, I'm not liking these Pokemon. I mean, we do have Mudslap that we can use against the Magnemites. I guess we'll go with that. I mean, it will be quadruple effective since it's steel electric. Well, steel is a metal. I wasn't wrong there. But as far as the Spoink goes, we'll send out Houndour for that. Yeah, I forgot to check how many Pokemon he has. I guess I'll figure out after this turn. So Mudslap, how much will you do? Surprisingly a lot for only being 20 power. And it lowered its accuracy. Woohoo! It's using Psywave, and it missed, although it looks like it was targeting Baltoy, so that really wouldn't have done anything. And if it was targeting Shroomish, then it wouldn't have done anything to Houndour, because it's Dark type, and Psychic type moves don't affect Dark type Pokemon. So we'll just go for the Fan Attack. He has 3 Pokemon. So this will not be the last turn. Hopefully this should take it out in one hit. Yeah. The 60 power moves are pretty strong for this point in the game. You might be able to get access to some slightly higher ones, but for now it's going to pretty easily take care of a lot of things. So it looks like he has a Numel, which I guess I'm going to have to switch out again if I want type effectiveness against that. Vaporeon being the obvious choice, but in the meantime, I guess I'll switch out Baltoy. Well, he needs the experience more, though. Houndour doesn't. And I just went back into the switch menu when I didn't mean to. Well, actually, he's Fire Ground, so Rock Tomb should still work. I guess we'll go with that. But yeah, Baltoy is the only one of the non-Shadow Pokemon on our team that is still level 19. Shroomish will have a bit of catching up to do, and that's why I want to keep it in the front for a while. Because it needs the experience to be able to catch up. Yeah, that didn't do all that much, because the ground resists the rock, so it wasn't super effective. And he's using Growl, which I don't really care about, because special attackers, it's great. Okay, I guess I'll go for the Side Beam this time, since I'll get the same type of attack bonus on that. But if this Water Gun doesn't take it out, I'd be surprised. And it does. Sorry. Alright, so that's one battle down. What do you have to say? I lost, but hey, I worked up a good sweat. Hey, sometimes it's what it's all about. Just having fun and enjoying the competition. You should check the Jewel Square up ahead here. You'll be sweating up a storm. I kind of doubt that, but then again, we'll see. This is a building. It's a hotel. You can actually pay to stay here, and it will heal your Pokemon for you. So basically like a standard inn in most RPGs. But there's really no need to do so. If you sleep here, you might get an item out of it or something like the first time you do it. But there's a free Pokemon heal machine right in the Coliseum, which is not all that far away. So there's really no need to actually use this place. I've been traveling through the Ore region. I think the Ravaged Land is getting better little by little. I don't think it will be all that far off before wild Pokemon can survive out here. I'm just saying, like Cacturne, Trapinch, those Pokemon could be doing just fine, but there are none of them. That's all there is to the hotel. We just grabbed a few items, had a little conversation, and now we're leaving. So this area right here, these 5 trainers are the dual square. I am going to run past them for the moment, just so we can continue exploring before we get into more battles. Here is the OMBS building. Of course, we will going into that last out of everything. There is a vending machine here, which has drinks. These are very good. Fresh water is basically the equivalent of a super potion, but I believe they are cheaper. So the only drawback is that you can only buy them one at a time. But really, you can get all of your healing items from here, because not only does it have the fresh water, which gives you 50 points, it also has some more useful denominations of healing items like soda pops, which do 60, which will be pretty useful to us at this point in the game once we get a few more levels under our belt. And then the lemonades, which are 80, and the Moo Moo Milks, which do 100. Because once you go back to the standard healing items, and you go from potions doing 20 to super potions doing 50, and then hyper potions doing 200. And so you get to a point where all right, so we've bought enough stuff, I think. Oh, decided not to buy a drink. We should be good on healing items, but oh hey, so our pneumo is ready to be purified in the purified chamber, so we can actually hit up the PC once we go over to the Coliseum there and do that in just a moment. But yeah, just having those smaller in-between denominations of healing items is useful. So the electricity generated by this windmill powers the Coliseum and OMBS, among other things. If the gears didn't break or if the gears don't break or get stolen, the windmill is an infinite source of energy. Technically, yes. I mean, that kind of depends on the wind always being there, but it is clean energy at the very least. So here's the guy. I don't want to spin gears. I've been doing this for 35 years. Only I can do this. Sure. I totally believe you. There's also a giant arrow pointing to him, or at least where he's standing. But this is fun. There's a ravine here, a very, very deep one. There's actually a story behind that, but I don't know if we'll actually hear anything about this story at the moment. I'll kind of wait for the game to talk about it before I do, because it is something. Oh, hello, Mr. Guy. I wasn't trying to get in your way. I'm sorry. But let's see what you have to say. Oh, he might be the one. Yeah, okay. So there's once a town ruled by Cypher beneath the cliff here. The town was just called the Under. When Cypher's hold over the town was broken, the Under citizens moved out into the sunlight. I'm one of them. OMBS's Ned is another former resident of the Under. They went and buried the Under to prevent people from getting to the abandoned town site. It's sad to see my hometown go like that. So yeah, there used to be a town down here that you could access through Pyrite. It was actually really cool looking. It was one of the darker areas of the game. I mean, it's underground, so it makes sense. But it just looked cool. It had a really cool atmosphere to it. So, actually, if we want to go and purify Pneumo, we have to go back to the HQ lab. I don't know why I blanked on that for that long, but I guess we're gonna do a little bit of running, because I do want to get the Pokemon purification going as quickly as possible so we can start building up our sets. Because the more sets that we can have running, and especially the more Pokemon and various types of Pokemon that we can get, the better our tempos will be, the more Shadow Pokemon we can purify, and the more efficient we can be in getting all of them purified. Because I will be doing that. That is a goal of this LP. I'm not going to be, playing every single game mode, because there are some really ridiculous Coliseum challenges later in the game. Or, of course, there's Mount Battle 2, which is, 100 straight battles. Probably not going to do that either. But I will be purifying all of the Shadow Pokemon. So that'll be my 100% for this. Yeah, as far as 100% in games go, It depends on like how reasonable it is and how time consuming it is, because for games like platformers, 100%ing platformers is usually pretty easy. So it's something that I'm more willing to do. But for RPGs, they generally tend to have a lot more content to them, and therefore are a lot harder, take a lot more time to fully complete. So that's why I generally don't go in 100% RPGs unless I'm like really, really in love with that particular RPG, which I like Pokemon, but I'm not the biggest Pokemon fan. There are definitely other series that I like more. Okay, so what we want to do is this. So that gets us that's our first full tempo set there. So yeah, we have the the water going to the fire ground here. The fire is good against the flying, and then I think the bug and the flying are both good against the grass, and then grass being good against water. So that is how that works. For now, I guess we'll put him there. I mean, if you look at if I take Poochin out of this, it's a low tempo. Even putting him in, it's a very marginal increase, but it's still better, especially in terms of flow, because before, if we take him out, we only get one flow. So it is better to do that. We will work on Carvana next. We have our first complete set, but I guess we'll start working on another one outside of the second one, which is probably going to end up being a normal set. So yeah, we have those two working on Purifying Delcat. It's probably going to take a while just because we don't have a lot of Pokemon in that set at the moment. Now we have left is Spinarak, actually. I want to check how our other Pokemon are doing at the moment. Summary. Oh, actually, it was right there in the PC menu, so he's almost ready. And then Gulpin has 2 bars left, so we'll actually be able to purify those pretty soon, too. Yeah, hopefully we will... I'm going to just heal up real quickly, but hopefully we'll be getting some more Shadow Pokemon to purify soon. I know of an event that will be happening in the near future in which there will be Shadow Pokemon. Cough Cough Cypher is going to do something, but that might be a little ways off at this point. So we will head back to Pyrite now. See, I don't know if I actually went inside the Coliseum. I guess I can start by doing... No, I did, because I tried to access the PC and then realized, oh hey, I need to go to the HQ lab to purify Numel. So I'll head back there. I might do like one battle this episode, and then I'll end it, because we're almost at time. Time flies really fast when you're recording video games. But yeah, so here's the registration desk for the Coliseum, and then here's your free heal machine and another PC. This town actually has 2 PCs in it. Alright, so when Cypher ruled Pyrite, the admin in charge was a man named Mirror B. Mirror spelled with only 1 R, because apparently they didn't have space in the character name. Probably because they're only 8 letters long. But anyways, that name is laughably silly, but he was supposed to be a tough battler. I would have liked to take him on. Oh man, Mirror B, he is definitely a character. Luckily for us, we will be able to meet him in this game. We'll be doing that kinda soon. But for now, let's head to the battle square and take on our first trainer. I'm gonna check which Pokemon are in the lead. Yeah, those are the 2 I want, just because they're the ones that need the experience. Even if we switch out right at the beginning of the battle, at least they'll get a bit of experience from it. We have Chaser Final. Haha, Final. Could be like Final or something, for all I know. Okay, Shuppet, which is a ghost type, and Ladybug, which is mine. It's not really a good look for us. Yeah, we really... Oh, actually... We'll go ahead and use Rock Tomb on that, because Rock's good against flying. I think it's super effective against bug as well, so Ladybug might be quadruply weak to it. But I do think I'm going to switch out Shroomish for Houndour. Well, no, I'm gonna switch in Vaporeon because Vaporeon needs the experience and it still has Bite. Won't get same type of attack bonus, but I'd rather try to keep my Pokemon level in terms of experience than getting in a little bit of extra damage. So there we go. It's super effective, and yeah, that took it up. I mean, it is 50 power, so now you're playing with power. And you have one more. Okay, you have a Remoraid. Yeah, that's not a good look for Baltoy. We're using knockoff. I don't think I have any Pokemon holding items at the moment. I should probably look into what items I have, because I probably have some holdable items that I can use. So yeah, I'm switching out you for Flaffy. Actually, no, Shroomish has Mega Drain, so we can do that. And then we'll go for Bite. She actually has one more. There's actually a lot of good experience to be had here. Oh, whoops. I have a really bad habit of like knocking my mic, apparently, these last few episodes. So we'll get a little bit of experience from him, and our last Pokemon is Togepi. Fortunately, we don't have any fighting type moves on any of our Pokemon at the moment. Once Shroomish gets purified and evolves into Breloom, we will have a fighting type on our team, which will be incredibly useful. Oh, hey, we have Stun Spore. Too bad we already have Paralyze. Paralyze. What is the name of that move? I need to look this up, because I'm going to feel so stupid for not remembering what this move is called. Thunder Wave. Jeez. Okay. We already have Thunder Wave, which is better, because it's more accurate. So we will go for the Mega Drain on Remoraid, and Vaporeon will Bite, I guess. It has really vicious fangs. That did a decent amount of damage. Water gun. Sure, go ahead. Whatever makes you happy. I will not stop you. Let's see how much this does. Mega Drain's at 40 power. Not the strongest move. But, I mean, we still did a decent amount of damage. And, ooh, that Togepi knows peck. Does it even have a beak? I don't think it does. How does that even make sense? You know what? Don't question it. I just wish Mega Drain. We'll just do the same thing. You know, win by doing absolutely nothing different. You can't run from me. Let's use the water gun again. On Vaporeon, please. No? Okay, done. Because that'd be funny. Well, do we actually have any damage on Vaporeon to even heal off? We might. Unfortunately, I won't be able to look at his health bar probably for the rest of the battle because it's over. And it went belly sideways. Not quite belly up. Great. Defeated Chaser Phenol. I think I pronounced it a different way all 3 times. I feel like crying. I'm sorry. If losing a battle makes you feel that bad, then you might want to reconsider your approach or your mindset for battling. Alright, how are we doing on purification? You're very, very close. We'll probably be, at the end of the next battle, it'll be ready. But I'm not going to save quite yet. But yes, thank you for watching this episode of Let's Play Pokemon XD. I have been redxparasite, signing out.